Hello and welcome. My name is Kathy A and I'm gonna do it early this month because gosh, January, early January, everybody's putting out their favorites of the year and I'm taking notes and taking names and I got some Ulta gift certificates as holiday gifts and I just ran amok in the store, and then the things I hated I took them back and exchanged them for other things. So it's been a makeup month for me, which is a lot of fun. It's been a long time since I've had that much fun in a makeup store. So faves and flops, let's start off with some of my food items. It was really hard to keep these so I could demonstrate them. Every now and then, I'm a chocoholic and I just, if I'm stressed or something else, I have to have some sweet thing or crunchy thing or salty thing or something. So I was in Dollar Tree of all places, and they have these sugar-free Russell Stover candies, just a small snack, so you're not getting a big box or anything. For $1.25, you get, it's like a serving or two in each one. And the different flavors, they're all good. They're all good in their own way. They're very satisfying. They're between 30 and 50 calories each candy. And it's quite substantial. I mean, you really feel quite satisfied when you have, this is the Pecan Delight, and it's got lots of pecans in it. Let me just show you this. Oh. It's very, very satisfying. There's a lot of pieces of pecans in here. It's edible. They have a dark chocolate Pecan Delight as well. But I mean, it takes that sting away from you actually going out and having a piece of cake or something. You will have these. The coconut one, absolutely delicious. And these, I don't know why I'm showing them to you, but these, it's just like the ones in the candy boxes, for Valentine's Day when those come up. They're about that size. They're very satisfying. You can eat a couple of these and feel fulfilled. You can do it. The mint ones is, they're not quite a York peppermint patty type of flavor, but it is very delicious and it is very minty. They smell good. There's only a slight variant in the flavor, but it's not enough that you would be put off by it at all. So I like the mint one as well. If you like peppermint patties, I think you'll like this. It's really, really good. And then we have the caramel ones, which are chocolate-coated caramels. And once you put this into your mouth, it's going to take you, talk about chewing your food 30 times before you swallow. You're gonna chew this about 60 times before you swallow it. Really, really good. This is a regular chocolate caramel filled, and the caramel's quite chewy in it. All quite delicious. I recommend all of them. You can get them at Dollar Tree for $1.25. You got your snack taken care of. So then it'll keep you away from the chocolate cake or the half pint of ice cream or pint of ice cream, depending on your eating pattern. I'm a human being too. I mean, I've done this, been there, done. In the Dollar Tree, speaking of Dollar Tree, they have these. You remember these things, these poo-pourri things? They're kind of expensive. And here they are right at the Dollar Tree. Now I noticed that the scent of these, what these puppies are is you spray like 2 or 3 sprays in the toilet, and then you go to the bathroom. And the idea of this is that it seals in, the bathroom stuff. And this one is a tropical hibiscus, and then this one is sea salt. It's a very subtle scent. I noticed this is a slightly stronger scent, and I have the pine one too, I think, of the potpourri. I use these at work because my desk is right near the restroom. Yeah. Yeah. So I have these in my house now. I love these. You just spray a few sprays before you go, and then the whole house isn't polluted. Oh, that's a little TMI, isn't it? Okay. But you know, they're only $1.25 at the Dollar Tree, and they have them in with the personal products, like with the ladies stuff. You know, you get the pregnancy tests and the tampons all together in one little area there. I did redo, this is my micellar cleansing water. I got the blue cap one. This works really well in taking off mistakes and boo-boos and, you know, eye makeup, stubborn mascara, things like that. So I did get a new bottle of that this month. At the Dollar Tree, they have Revitalizing Cream Cleanser, and this is supposed to be a dupe for the Olay Revitalizing Cream Cleanser, and boy, do they feel similar. And I haven't had one of the revitalizing ones for a couple of years. When they first came out, I got one, but this certainly gives a run for its money, and for $1.25, it's worth trying it out. It's got a little bit of physical exfoliant in it, but your skin still feels hydrated at the end of the cleanse. I'm going to work with this for the next month. I've only used it 3 times so far, and it seems nice, and it gets my makeup off. Let me give it a try, but it's at the Dollar Tree. This is their Be Pure line, which Be Pure is, they have it in their makeup, their hair care, and also in their cosmetics. So this is in their skincare line. So why not? The nail polish I'm wearing today, it's called Flamingo. What a pretty pink color, isn't it? It's kind of a warm pink. I like that. This is a vegan friendly, this is the Flamingo, the color. Vegan friendly nail polish that comes in a plethora of colors. They have a deep mahogany color. They have like a red, dark red. They've got this medium kind of dusty mauve, and then they've got the green. I thought it'd be fun in March, you know. And Flamingo is my favorite. It's just bright and pretty. 2 coats. I do a lot of filing and a lot of paperwork and fluttering and, you know, moving things with my fingers, so my fingernails get a really tough workout. And this has held up pretty well. I do put a top coat on it, and I think it works really nicely. These are from the Dollar Tree. They're hanging up. It's always a treat to see things still in their packaging. But I do like these, and it looks like they have a purple one as well. That's not one of my nail color choices, but they do have purple. And the dark red, the dark brown, the dusty pink, the green, and Flamingo, which is this beautiful pink. Also at the Dollar Tree, they had this thing called Cocoa Glow. And I'm thinking glow, maybe it's some kind of tanning thing, but it's not. It's just a skin cream, and I was really surprised for a Vaseline product. It's cream, very creamy. It's, you know, hello, very creamy. So it's like a lotion. It's supposed to be a skin lotion, and it is very, very nice and hydrating. I get very dry nail tip ends, split fingers, you know, they call them, and I put this all around my hands, and I haven't had any split fingers lately, so I'm pretty certain that this is helping with that. So, and it's $1.25 at the Dollar Tree, Vaseline Cocoa Glow. And I noticed different Dollar Trees have different products. You have to look at a couple different Dollar Trees if you really want to get a good assortment, you know. Okay, organic castor oil. A couple of you actually emailed me and said, this stuff is really thick. How do you put it on? And I'm like, okay, it's thick and gloppy and gross and it feels like you're doing something wrong. But yeah, that. Put it all over. Put it on your arms, put it on your elbows, put it on your hands, put it on your neck, put it on your face, put it in your eyebrows. Put it on your cottage cheese, back of your thighs. Put it on your arthritic knee. I love this castor oil stuff, but it does take, you're not going to notice anything till about a month. And yeah, it's thick and icky and like, oh my God, what have I done, right? And one of you said, do you mix it with something to put it on? Because it's awfully thick. And it's like, I don't. I keep it as pure as possible, but it is gloppy feeling. It's thick and gloppy. But after about a half an hour, it's sunken into your skin. I promise you, it will feel fine, but you have to wait out the time. And sometimes things are just not instant, you know. You just have to work it. But if you ever do a search on YouTube for castor oil, you will not believe the medicinal benefits of this. And I drank the Kool-Aid. I did. I think it's helping me. I think, you know, I'm going to be 66 next month, and I feel like my skin and my general well-being is better than it was 20 years ago. So, and I think this has done something for me. So I'm still gonna tout the benefits of castor oil. And it's new to me. It's fairly new, 6 months. You know, some people have been doing it for years, and it's an old school thing for thousands of years. So, you know, I'm really late to the party here, but you're even later. All right, one of the influencers, actually two of the influencers, talked about this product, and I was like, I don't know. But I got the gift certificate, and I thought, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. If I don't try it, I will never know. This is the Peter Thomas Roth Instant Lift Firm No Filter Primer. It's got a slight tint to it. This tiny little tube, it's $42. Well, okay, $42. This better work. That's what I'm saying to myself, right? Okay, so I have used it 4 times now, and I used it with different foundations. So the plan is, God, I hate to waste it by demonstrating, but I'm just going to pour a teeny bit out. You wash your face really well. You pat your face dry. Don't put anything else on your face. Now, you take a couple of dots of this, and you make a thin layer all over your face. Do not smile or frown or drink coffee. Don't do anything for 5 minutes. Okay, I put it up in here. I put it around the nose. I put it all around the edge of my mouth, all around in the St. Bernard gel area. And I could feel it tightening a little bit. You can feel it tightening. And I thought, well, okay, that's fine. And then I went to my makeup table, and it was maybe 10 minutes later, so I figured I had enough time. Started putting all my makeup on, and when I put my foundation on, I looked up in my 10 by the hell mirror, you know, the mirror of truth. 10 by mirror, I'm looking close up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my skin looks smooth. It really does smooth out your fine lines. It really does. And because I was thinking, well, I'll just return it, because, you know, I'm the return queen. If I don't like something, I'm going to return it. Holy cow. Yeah. You can feel it and you can see it. Those of you who do your makeup every day, you see all the lines and you know what's going on your face, especially the, you know, the marionette lines, as they call them. I call them St. Bernard gels. I even ran it down on my neck so that I could just kind of do everything. Everything that's showing was done with this. So the different foundations didn't react differently to it at all. Everything went on smooth, everything stayed, but the thing that really amazed me about this product was that I got home from work, I had gone shopping, I returned some stuff at Ulta, not this, and you know, it was like 10 hours later, and my makeup looked beautiful. It hadn't really budged at all. I was like, it's gotta be this, because nothing works this well. And I was like, oh my gosh, this stuff works, but it's $42. You know, why didn't I get it at the sale? I did use some of my Ulta, you know, Ulta bucks, you know, the cash there, the Ulta bucks. But still, it's a lot of money, but geez, it worked really nicely. Now I'm only going to use this a few times a week. I'm not going to use it every day. Like if I'm having a chill out and watch, you know, horror movie day, or, you know, watch other people's YouTube day, I usually spend one of my 2 days of my weekend off, you know, just chilling. The other day I'm either filming or doing research for the Indian films that I'm doing, or I, you know, just chill out and watch, you know, I was watching Hallmark films at one point, so, you know, I'm a person too. But this stuff works. It actually works, I can tell you that. I'm really impressed. Really impressed. Wow. Wow. Yeah, you will see it. You will see it if you put makeup on without it. Take a picture, put on makeup with it, and take a picture, and you will see a different view. Definitely. So Peter Thomas Roth, this is the Instant Firm No Filter Primer. Speaking of primers, I had no primer, and I had run out of the primer I was using, so I run out and try this one because it's got dimethicone in it. And wouldn't you know, I tried this LA Girl Pro Prep facial filter. This is before the Peter Thomas Roth, by the way. It reminded me so much of the Monistat stuff. Do you remember? It was, I don't know, 3-4 years ago. Everybody was buying the Monistat chafing gel because it's dimethicone. And I said, this stuff has the exact same ingredients as this. Now this was $5.50 or something, you know, not quite $6. And this one I think was $5. But the difference in the amount you get is unbelievable. You get a 1/2 ounce here, and in this one, 1.5 ounces. So you get 3 times the amount here for $1 more. And it's the same stuff. It really is the same stuff. Now, a lot of people were complaining back when everybody was talking about this, saying, oh no, it's missing a lot of the skincare benefits of real primer. Well, it's got the exact same ingredients as this, and it works really nicely. It is a dimethicone primer. This doesn't work with, I believe it's water-based foundations, but it works with your oil-based foundations. But Monistat chafing gel, you get it over there in the girlies problem in the nether regions area where they have the cranberry stuff and the other Monistat products. The little yeast infection stuff, yeah. Well, this is a chafing gel. So this is when your thunder thighs are rubbing together and you're wearing dresses in the summer. This is what it's for, but people are using it on their face and it's working really well. I say, you know, just because they say it's for a particular area of your body doesn't mean it doesn't work somewhere else. So if you do like the LA Girl Pro Prep face primer, you're going to love the Monistat. So speaking of primers, this is the e.l.f. Lid Locked Eye Primer, and I like this. I think it works really well. I was surprised. You know, I hadn't used it since when e.l.f. first came out. Remember when e.l.f. was like $1 for these things, and it was $2 for eye palettes. And then I think it went to $3 for some of the more expensive things. But most things were $1, $2, or $3. When they went up to $5, we were actually complaining. I remember it was like when they first came out. And I did like a few videos on e.l.f. products back from 2014. I'd only been on YouTube for about a year, and I was really full of myself. I thought I could do these documentaries about the history of the brands. And e.l.f. was one of the earlier documentaries I did. And you can see me with a bad wig on and doing the e.l.f. face. My little old e.l.f. face, I think I called it. So I put it at the end here so you can laugh at it. But this is the e.l.f. Lid Locked eye primer. I think it worked really well. I put it on just a few swipes and then I set it with a little bit of powder and it worked nicely. I thought it worked really well with their eyeshadows, and it holds things. Somebody mentioned in the comments that they discontinued this in the UK, so it's hard to get this in the UK, which is a shame, really. I do want to bring this up again because I do love it, and it did make my year-end favorites. This is the Fiera Concealer, Natural Beige and Light. Natural Beige and Light. And these are like the perfect concealer. You can use it as a foundation base. Let me see what I can put this, that you will see it. A little goes a long way. I tap it in. A little bit of powder. Somebody did comment in my last video too that the problem I had with the e.l.f. Hydrating CC Cream was that I used my fingers, and also with the blush on one side I used my fingers, and they said the reason you had problems is because you used your fingers, and I'm like, no, that wasn't it. It wasn't it. I always welcome constructive criticism on this channel, and I was kind, you know, back to her, and I said, you know, welcome to my channel. Thanks for you know, being here. Just so you know, I did try it with a damp sponge. I tried it with 2 different types of brushes, but I found my fingers, I had more control and I liked it better, but I still thought those blushes were messy. And so I do take constructive criticism, but using my fingers for the, you know, putting the powder over the top here works fine. I love these. You can use these as foundation, but there's not enough in the tube to last very long, so it would be expensive. But Fiera, you see them on Facebook advertising all the time, YouTube advertising all the time, people going, ooh, you know, and they love it. It's a product I wanted to hate, but it's like my favorite concealer right now. I really like it. It's really good. Now, speaking of concealers, I tried this NYX, this is the Fix Sticks. I got the pink one, and boy is this nice. I mean, you can use it to do a touch-up. You can have it in your purse, and it does a touch-up. Now, the pink one brightens your under eye really nicely. I think it works really well. I would get another color of this. It works so well. It's very creamy. I'm not sure about the longevity of it because I'm always covering it with something else, but I like this, and the pink one worked really well for me. So that is the e.l.f. Fix Stick, and that is in the pink shade. Let me put it on my still wet hand from the castor oil. Yeah, it blends out nicely. It's very creamy. It's a little bit different consistency from any of their other facial products, so it's not like a regular concealer, but I think it works nicely. Now, this is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer, and I thought it was a little patchy under my eyes. It seemed to drag onto the dry patches, again on my wet looking castor oil hands. Oh. It just seemed to accentuate texture under my eyes, but what I found, I like this. I was watching Gabby, Glam Gabby, I think is her name. I think she's a makeup artist, and she does a lot of videos where she makes over older ladies, and she was putting concealer on the eyelids, and I thought, oh no, that's a no-no. You know, I've always been told that you don't put concealer on somebody's eyelids because it just creases. It doesn't react the same way that a real eyelid primer would do. It's made up of different properties. But she put a little concealer on all these old ladies she was working on. She put a little concealer on their lid, and then she put some powder on over the top to set it. And I tell you, they looked nice. So I thought, well, this isn't working for me. I don't have the receipt anymore from the purchase of this because it was quite a while ago and I hadn't used it. It was in the back of my bin. That happens a lot of times with creators. We lose things in the back of our bin and we forget them, out of sight, out of mind. And so this Pretty Fresh, I use it as an eye primer. I think it does pretty well. It does really well. So I'm using it as a lid primer just so that I can use it up. I feel like I wasted my money otherwise, or I can give it to my mailroom people, which, you know, I get mixed reviews from the ladies downstairs because I put a lot of the stuff I didn't like and they're like, this is junk. I'm like, okay, all right. I tried this. An influencer got me to try this. This is the Fenty Beauty. This is the Eavesdrop. This is a stick and I have shade number 6. This is shade 6. Is that not a perfect match? I mean, really perfect match. Wow, that doesn't happen a lot, but I did swatch it in Sephora. I did get it in Sephora, even though I don't like to shop at Sephora right now. I did get this, the Eavesdrop stick, and oh man, this looks better as the day goes by. It's not drying, it's not, I don't know, it's just a nice foundation and it's stick form. I like Fenty, I like Rihanna. I guess, you know, my two guys, Beautiful and Bothered, I don't know if you watch them, those two guys are hilarious. They both worked at Sephora together, Johnny and Kevin, and they were both like makeup. They learned a lot about makeup from working at Sephora, and they talk about their Sephora stories all the time. Neither one of them works there anymore, but they have lots of very strong memories. And they are doing a series now where they're ripping apart brands, and this is one of the brands they ripped apart. Yeah, Fenty Beauty, they're saying that Fenty's on its way down, which I'm really surprised at that because I thought this was wonderful, this Eavesdrop foundation stick. It's inclusive, it's creative, I like her stuff. I don't wear the lipstick, I do use her, the Fenty stick, the match sticks. I used Amber and Mocha for the last 4 years. Since she came out, I've been using the Mocha or the Amber stick as my contour. And I love those. And now I love this foundation. It's a very similar vein to those. But again, I have dry skin and a lot of fine lines. But I tell you, between this and using the Peter Thomas Roth firming thing underneath it, these two, the combination, I looked at my skin last night when I came home from Massachusetts. I was driving in snow squalls. It was like really stressful. I'm like, and my car's being blown all over. I have a tiny little car. I'm being blown all over the road. And I was very stressed. You know how people are driving now crazy, like they're in a video game. And I was just like, when I got home, I was like, I need a glass of wine and I need to sit down, you know. And I looked in the mirror, I said I better check in to see what happened with my makeup because I was very stressed. The car was very hot, it was very cold outside, there were a lot of temperature changes. My mascara was good, my makeup looked beautiful. It looked melted into my skin. It absolutely is beautiful. So I like this Eavesdrop foundation stick a lot. I have shade 6. There's a huge difference between 5 and 4. I mean, there's like 2 or 3 shades difference between 5 and 4, so be very careful when you're selecting your shade if you're selecting online because, whoa, yeah. So, shade 6 was good for me, and I'm kind of a medium, a light, closer to the light part, and I always say I'm fish belly white, but I'm actually, you know, medium light, you know, technically. So, good job, Fenty Beauty. I think this was really good. I did want to bring out these 2 sticks. This is the e.l.f. Contour Wand and the e.l.f. Highlighter Wand. They are both beautiful products. I like them very much, and I think this highlighter wand replaces the Charlotte Tilbury. I think it's beautiful. I'm wearing these both today, and I think they go on well. I use my fingers to blend them, and I love these. These are great. This is the Champagne and then Fair. Fair in the contour, Champagne in the highlight. And that is e.l.f. Beauty. I did try Revlon's Apricot. It looks a little more peachy than I expected. It's a little more like cooler tone than I expected the apricot to look. But I think it's a really nice everyday blush. I can wear it to my conservative office. And you know, Revlon surprises me. Sometimes they come up with some really nice products. Now, I really threw these liquid blushes under a bus because they were absolutely a nightmare for blending, for being way too potent for what they are, and I don't think they were a match for the Rare Beauty liquid blushes. And I think the formulation it's more pigmented and it was harder to control. So, you know, the ideal way was to put it like on your hand, tap it with a brush, and then tap it lightly on your face. But the deeper colors like Coral Crush and Pinky Promise, and then, you know, there were some deeper shades too. Those shades, they wavered between being too light. Let me just put this one on because this is Peach Perfect. This is the only one that worked for me. And let me just do a blush here. You know, it works with the really light shade, Peach Perfect. Is that supposed to be like Pitch Perfect? That's cute. That's cute. From e.l.f. This is the Camo Liquid Blush, and this is one of the lighter shades. There is another shade that's similar to this called Dusty Rose, and it's just a slight smidgen deeper than this. I would probably venture to get that to get more of a cooler tone, but I like this one. I think this one works, and because it's a controllable color, the deeper, darker, more intense colors, they splay out like you know, when they show like blobs under a microscope and they're going over. It's just, I don't know. I didn't like those really pigmented, deeper, darker shades. And I tried two of them, and I tried them with a brush. I tried them with a blending sponge, a damp blending sponge. I tried them with my fingers, and you know, it seemed like one tiny dot wasn't quite enough. And then when I put the second dot, oh my God, it was like, and I, you know, in my e.l.f. thing, I demoed it by slapping myself inside of the head, because that's what it looked. Everybody looks like they've been slapped when they're wearing it. And I saw a lot of other YouTubers using it, and this same thing happened to them, but they were like working it. They're like, oh, I kind of like this. And I'm like, I don't like that. That's awful. It's awful. So this one I do like. So, you know, sorry, e.l.f. You know, I really threw that stuff under the bus, but I do like the Peach Perfect shade. I would buy this again. I think it's really pretty. Look. Let me turn these lights. I don't know if that helps or not. See, when I come to my main spot ring light, I mean, it really does brighten things up. And YouTube brightens these videos up too. They make us look better, and they brighten it up too. So even making this guy look better. Isn't this great? I love my dinosaur backdrop. I have a spaceship one too. 2024 is an exciting year. Okay. What's the next thing? Oh, another blush. This is REM, and this is the blush and lip. It's a multi-stick, and I like it in both places. That doesn't always happen. Wow. First of all, that is the lip part of it, and then that is the cheek part of it. I like both ways, and it lasts quite a while. This is the cheek and lip multi-stick from REM Beauty, and this is in the color Audition. Audition. Isn't that cute? I mean, really. And you've got the cohesiveness because you've got the lip matching the cheek shade, but it works really well in both places. I don't think I've ever had that happen with one of those multi-sticks before. Usually it looks good on the cheek and not on the lips, or it's good on the lips but on the cheeks. Yeah, this is good. I like this. I did go out and get the skin lights. It's been a while. It's hard to find them because they're way at the bottom. You know, in a lot of the Revlon displays, they've been there, you know, with dust, cobwebs on them. Some of them, you know, some of the CVS's I go into aren't very thorough with cleaning and rotating stock, and some of them have kind of yellowed edges and wrinkled edges from all the cleaning supplies and everything they've used around. But anyway, Skin Lights. This is the shade 201. And let me see what it's called. It is called Daybreak Glimmer. This is the one that they say is like the Amrezy from ABH. She who we shall not discuss anymore. ABH. Amrezy. Let me just show you. I don't know if you can see. Yeah. Okay. There you go. I like this. This is very nice. And if it can substitute for that, it lasts a long time. You can get that glow. You can make it, you can build it up so it's much stronger, but I don't like a really strong glow like that, stripy glow. I just want something that I look like I'm healthy. I want to look like I'm healthy. I think that's the goal when you're older. You don't want to look younger, you want to look healthy and glowing and radiant. Yeah. Okay. We're not going to be younger. I'm really sorry. Okay, I broke down. I got the Danessa Myricks My Dream Palette Mini, and alright, all of these shades work really well. And I want to tell you something now. I've got to talk to you about this. I have these 3 e.l.f. bite-size truffles, I Love You Latte, and what's this other one? Coffee and Cream. I used these on one eye and I used this on the other eye. Can you guess which one is which? I said I was going to do it. Which one do you think? Which one do you think is on this eye? Can you tell the difference? Did you know I was wearing 2 different eyeshadow thingies? Well, this is on this side and this is on this side. Fake gel, huh? Isn't that something? So I did dupe this with this, but it took a lot of work and a lot of effort because these shadows were kind of cheap. And I also tried to dupe it with the 1111 palette, which you can see. Oops. This is ColourPop's 1111 palette. You see a similar vibe here to these colors. Do you see a similar color story? And I think I dipped into this for the pink. I think I dipped into that for the pink glitter. So I used the 3 e.l.f. palettes and the pink one from here to dupe this. But it did take like 5 layers, and the pigmentation on this is outstanding. This is a standalone palette. You can make a pretty eye using this. I wish this was lighter. This shade, I wish it was lighter. Yeah, I think it's nice. The quality of especially the last 2 shades in this palette, which I think it's Nurture and the deeper brown. These 2 shades are so beautiful, and this is beautiful. You could actually have done this as a trio with just these 3, because these 2, I used this to line under the eyes, and that I used from the e.l.f. palette. This is the Truffles palette. I used this to line under the eyes. That was pretty close to this in the Natasha Denona palette. So I just thought it was kind of, you know, I was thinking, geez, these shadows remind me of something, and I don't know exactly what it is. And then I realized that these have the same color feel to them as this, but nowhere's near the pigmentation. And this, the pigmentation on this was terrible. All right, Dollar Tree. Run, don't walk to Dollar Tree and pick this up. This is LA Colors, and this is called Stardust. This is the perfect under your eye shadow, under your eye shadow liner. You could do it under here. It makes a beautiful shimmer under the eye liner. For $1.25, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. These are new. I saw in one store, I saw 2 colors, and I didn't go back to that particular Dollar Tree. Of course, if you go to different Dollar Trees, you're going to see different ones. This was on a special end cap because it was a new product. So look for the special, the pink and purple packaging is new, the new stuff. And they had other things in this line too. I may try a few of the others. I'm always trying Dollar Tree stuff just in case, and I tell you, this did not disappoint. For $1.25, this is a high-end under eye liner, and that's what I used it for. I did use it all over a lid. It looks nice there too, but I think as an under eye liner, this is beautiful. And again, it's called Stardust. I think there's another one that's kind of goldy pink. I'll see what else they have and I'll get that, but if you see this in the Dollar Tree, pick it up. $1.25. And it lasts all day. It's beautiful. LA Colors surprises me sometimes. I mean, I like their nail polish too. Their metallic nail polish. These metallic nail polishes, they don't have these so much anymore. You can find those in Family Dollar, and I think they're $1.99 in the Family Dollar. Still worth it. Still worth it. So an eyeliner I do like. This is from L'Oreal, and this is their gel mechanical liner. It's supposed to be good for 36 hours. Why? Well, if you have a sleepover or something, you can use that, I guess. This is Intense Black, and I love this. This is for underneath your lashes, up here, underneath. The bravest of us do this. If you line your lash line from the underside, you really give a lot of body to your lashes. It really does something. The problem with doing that is a lot of the eyeliners, they get wet with the wetness of your eye, and the wetness just makes them dissolve, and then they wind up on your lower lash line as a black milky line. And so they refer to that as transfer, but this doesn't do that. Once you put this on, and it's waxy enough that it holds its color up there longer than most eyeliners do. So I love this Intense Black. On the other side, there is a sharpener so you can keep it a little bit sharp, and on the very end is a little brush if you want to smudge. I don't really use that part of it so much, but I do like this very much. It makes a beautiful line. And then if you want to smudge it, you can see if you smudge it, you can use it, I guess, a little bit as an eyeshadow type of thing in the very corners, or line underneath your eyes, and then smudge it so it's not such an exact line. But you can do a thin line too. can do a thin line, a thicker line, and you can smudge. This is a great product, it really is. I think I used to have the brown one, I think it was called Suede or something, and it's a lot like the Lancome eyeliners. I know a few people were lamenting over that fact, that it's so much like the Lancome. And I like that. L'Oreal Gel Mechanical Pencil. I have the Intense Black for underneath my lashes. The Suede Brown is also very good. If you like to use brown mascara and you have, paler skin, you may like the Suede Brown version of this. The black brown is good too. Mascaras. Let's have at it here. Okay. Of course, everybody's been talking about this one. This is the Lash Extender from e.l.f. This product is $7. It's a black shade. It is supposed to be a dupe for Thrive Cosmetics, thusly. Now, this is Thrive Cosmetics, and this is e.l.f. Cosmetics. They are so close. They really are. I think the Thrive is only slightly, teeny tiny bit larger, but that's not important when it comes to the actual application. I think this works so well. It works very well at adding length. It lasts. It doesn't leave dings on your upper lids. And it really gives the Thrive a good run for its money. Where the Thrive is better is you get a little more volume with the Thrive, a little bit more volume, and it feels softer going on. So out of the two, I like Thrive better, but this is $25 and this is $7. So technically you could get 3 of these for 1 of these. And if you're on a budget like I am, this is quite attractive because it's pretty close. You can put 3 coats of this on and come pretty close to what this does. Enter a third party here. Now, I was inundated in my Facebook and my YouTube with these ads of these women putting this mascara on. It's called Prime Lash. And you'll see the ads everywhere. It's the mascara for older women. So I went on Amazon to see if they sell it there, and they do sell through Amazon. Unlike some of the higher end brands, Prime Lash does sell on Amazon. You get the real product. This is a wonderful mascara. Who knew? It cost me $28.50 for this mascara. It goes on so softly, and again, you've got that very similar brush. Let me just show you the Thrive brush. They looked pretty exact. I mean, they pretty well hit it on the head as far as an application method that will give you a similar lash to the Thrive. But the thing is, I like this better than Thrive. It goes on soft, and it's so hard to explain that. It's soft, and it goes on fast, it goes on easy, it goes on soft. It gives the same lash as the Thrive. It doesn't leave dings, it lasts all day, it's easy to remove. So why would I choose Thrive over this? Okay, Thrive is $25, and out of that they give a portion of their proceeds to charity. They give it to people who are in need during cancer treatments for the Look Good Feel Better program. They give scholarships to nurses. They give people who have had environmental problems like fires or earthquakes or whatever. They give relief funding for them with part of the proceeds that are used to purchase these mascaras. Prime Lash costs $3.50 more, and they just keep all the profits for themselves. Not that I'm saying, you know, every company should be doing charity work, but this is $3.50 less, and I love it. So just because this is a little softer going on, it makes the same look, it's not worth it to me to not give to the charity. So if you are curious about this, you may love to try it, and it works really well, and it gives, probably it is the best mascara. If you're going to compare it with Thrive, it is a better mascara, but it costs more, and they don't do the charity stuff. So it's ethical with me. I know that's a weird reason not to buy a mascara that's really good, but Prime Lash mascara is probably the best mascara. Thrive second, and I would say this e.l.f. Lash Extender is third. So for $7, you know, if you've got the budget that will only afford so much, and right now everything's going up, this e.l.f. Lash Extender, really nice, really nice. So that's my battle of the mascaras. And I will talk to you about the Panorama one in my hates video. This was discussed by somebody. They said that it was their favorite lip liner of all time. It is Nude from Revlon Color Stay. It's a long-wear lip liner. I've got it on now, and man, it is nice. It is nice. Now it's a deeper shade than my lips are, but when you use it all over your lips and you fill them in and then you put the lipstick over the top, it's such a nice lip liner. It feels creamy, but it's firm enough that it holds the lipstick from, you know, going outside into the lines. This is a wonderful lip liner, and the shade is Nude. It's one of those they hang up above. It's not new. It's just, you know, and I'm sure I used it somewhere along the line. I've just forgotten. You know, we forget. We creators have the minds of toddlers, with the interest span of toddlers with makeup. It's like, oh, this is great. What's next? Yeah, it's like, what's next? What's coming out next? This is great, but I might find something greater. So this is Nude from Revlon Color Stay. Really, really nice lip liner. Okay, let's get into these lipstick things. Oh boy. This is called Drunken Diamonds, and this is from Catrice. And let me just put it on. It's a beautiful shimmery lipstick. I don't know if you can see this. Hello, we got a little ED problem here with this lipstick. It will not stay straight. It's not firm enough to stay straight. So we have ED lipstick here. I love the color, so I'm going to keep it, but it just, I don't think I would order another shade in the same line. This is Drunken Diamonds. Boy, they aren't kidding. Somebody's got to be drunk in here. But it's a nice balm. I don't feel any plumping from it, but I do feel a really nice nice lipstick on my lips. Alright, let me prep for our next in the series here. I need your opinion about this, and I need you to be honest with me. Please comment. This is MAC Business Casual, and I was watching Angelica Nyquist. She was going through all of her lipsticks. She was doing a declutter, a so-called declutter. She was going from 1,000 down to 800, I think. Oh, I'm gonna keep all of these blue ones. I'm like, okay. Anyway, I love her. She's so cute and so sweet, but she's, you know, we're on different pages for colors, okay? Well, anyway, she said, oh, isn't this beautiful? A wearable red. And she's putting it under the light, and I'm like, oh, I've got to have that. Okay, this is Business Casual. You tell me, please, is this a good shade for me? It looks like I kissed a rusty pipe. I don't know. I'm not sure about it. Do you think it's a good shade for me? Because I'm in that window now where I can still return it and get a different shade. I'd rather, you know, with MAC, I don't just return something and get the money back. I get a different shade. So, I don't know. Do you think it's a wearable red? Do you think it's good on me? So please tell me in the comments if you like it, because, and I don't ever ask that of you, but like I honestly can't tell if it's good or not on me, if it's worth keeping. You know, it's like 24 bucks. I love the formula. The formula feels wonderful. It's their Luster Blast lipstick formula. I think that's their best one. It's really beautiful. And you know what comes close to that are the O-Face lipsticks from e.l.f. They have that same similar type of feel to them. But this is MAC Business Casual. Alright, let me take that off because I need to show something to you. Then I discovered that Essence had really nice lip glosses. I picked up several colors, and when I went to Ulta recently, they restocked all their colors, and I thought, oh, I don't have this color, and I picked up this one. And I didn't look at the name because I know I didn't have this color. It was kind of a corally shade. I have this color, I have this and this, you know. I knew the colors I had, but I didn't have this pretty coral. So let me just put that on. And it's really pretty. And this is what's on here. And it's called Candy Shop. So now this I had. And I like this because it's more of a pinky, a dusty pink kind of color. Now the reason I'm putting them on my mouth at the same time is because this one is also called Candy Shop. This is the Candy Shop I bought originally, and this is the new one. They're different. They're different shades, but they're the same name. So just so you know, Candy Shop, the newer one is Coral, and Candy Shop, the older one. And these are both Shine. These are both Extreme Shine. So they're not like different, like Extra Care. I think Extreme Care is the other ones. I like the Extreme Care too. But these are Extreme Shine, so have a look. Candy Shop. I would say I like the Coral one better, but this one, the older one, that's more of a dusty pink, this works really well too. With certain outfits, I can wear the dusty pink one, but I'm more drawn to the Coral shade, and they're both the same name, so isn't that neat? Well, not really. So e.l.f. really knocked it out of the park, I think, with this newer release grouping that they did. Trying to dupe higher end products, I think they were successful in many ways. And, you know, with the lip oils, with several of their products, I think they really did an extraordinary job. The, you know, the Halo setting powder is nice. The contour wands, you know, they did a good job. You know, I think that e.l.f. really impressed me this past month. And so now a little bit off here. I sprayed this in store and I fell in love with it. This is from Burberry and it's called Goddess. I had to have it, and it's expensive. And this is just, it's it's not overpowering. It's something you can wear at work. You just smell bougie with this on, and it's not a gross kind of, you know, high-powered kind of perfume that overtakes people in a bad way. It's just a pleasant, when you pass by the, you know, what was that? You know, there are so many scents that can pass you by on the street, and this one is just so nice. I love it. It's called Goddess from Burberry. So if you're in an Ulta, see if you can take a whiff of it. Most of the atomizers that they have out for the testers are empty because everybody loves it and they're spraying themselves with it when they walk through the store. I really like this, and I may get a full-size bottle. I don't know. I gave some strong hints to somebody. My birthday's coming up. A spray too, which is nice. I love that. It just dries down beautifully. It just initially it's beautiful, and then it dries down beautiful. It seems to pretty much stay the same throughout. You know, the dry down seems very similar to the original spray. So I love this, and I think this is turning into my perfume of the year so far. Of course, it's only January, and not even the end of January. Oh, okay. For lashes, I have to mention, you know, I ordered from BK Beauty, and when you order from them, they're just such a class act. I mean, Lisa's just a beautiful class act, and you know, recently she did a collab with Nikki LaRose, which she's wonderful, and if you have a chance and you have like an hour or two, watch her videos. Are even longer than mine. She bought every blush in Sephora and tested it out on herself. She bought every foundation in the drugstore and tested them on herself. She does videos that are very, she's a makeup artist and works on hundreds of clients. So she knows how things react to people's skin. She has very intelligent things to say about products, and I really like her. And she did a brush collab with BK Beauty, which I will be getting. If they start selling them individually, I'm going to get that double-sided foundation brush from them. So anyway, back to BK Beauty. They collabed with Risa Does Makeup. Risa is a sweetheart. She's very, very elegant and beautiful and glamorous looking. She's got a heart of gold. She did lashes with Lisa D and the BK Beauty line, and last year they sold her lashes, and I got the martini ones. I'm wearing them now. Just get up here and show you the martini lashes. These are like a half lash, and you know, she has a lot of others. These are the martinis right here. And she has several others as well. They're very high quality, so you can wear them probably 10, 11 times. If you take them off carefully, you wash off the lash glue, and you can just put them back in their cute little case. And it's a really bougie case that it comes in. You can stick them right back on there. I've worn these now, I would say, well, it's 3 times. This is the 3rd time. And they still look as good as they did when I got them. They look natural, they look beautiful, they're not too much over the top. I don't look like I'm going to be appearing in a Vegas show tonight. Or maybe I do, I don't know. But I like these, really nice. So I'm pretty happy. I don't wear lashes every single day, but I do wear them, you know, for events or for, you know, if I ever have a date again. That'll happen. So that pretty much does it for my faves. Stay tuned, because at the same time I will be putting it's a separate video because it's just too many things. I will be having my flops in a separate video. So you just got to see the faves today, and you'll see those flops in the next one. So I don't want to take 3 hours of your time today. I do appreciate you watching. I sure hope you're subscribed, and if you aren't, it really helps me out if you do, or at least like the video, because you know, Google takes note of that, YouTube takes note of that, and when people are searching for women over 60 doing makeup videos, my name will come up somewhere in the lower 200 probably. So thank you all for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful new year. I'm trying to stay positive. I'm doing really well on my diet, or an eating plan. I shouldn't call it a diet. I'm doing really well. Cut sugar out for the most part. I've been using the allulose in my coffee. It still tastes gacky to me, but I'm getting used to it. I mean, I'm trying to make those adjustments because I want to feel better. I want to feel better. I want clothes to fit me better. And you know, doing a beauty channel, I don't know, it's difficult if I can't, because I get a lot of fashion houses asking me if I want to demonstrate some of their clothing, and I'm just too darn shy. I'm too curvy right now to want to do that. You know, I don't feel comfortable showing you clothes right now. So anyway, everybody, you have a beautiful day. Take care. Toodles.